At Adaba FM, we'll not only give you news at the speed of nanosecond, but we'll also break it down with up-to-date analysis, informed opinions, and distinct professionalism. That's why you love us. Adaba 88.9 FM, your go-to station.
The time is 3 o'clock. Good afternoon, I'm Olajumoke on Motor Show with Urban News at 3 and the news. Federal government accuses Obi of treason. Delta State APC in crisis over Omoagege expulsion. Gunmen kidnap 10 students in Kaduna.
This is the news.
Ahead of the May 29 handover, the Defense Headquarters has vowed to resist anything that would truncate democracy. The Director of Defense Information, Brigadier General Tukuru Gusau, stated this in an interview with newsmen in Abuja. This is just as the Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Farouk Yahya, threatened to crack down on potential threat to national security and warned the indigenous people of Biafra, Eastern Security Network, and other fringe groups not to test the will of the military. He said the peaceful conduct of the general elections, despite the insecurity engineered by the outlawed groups, was a testament to the military's resolve to ensure security across the country. The military spoke against the backdrop of the security crisis that preceded the election in part of the country and the recent agitation for interim national government by some groups. Sequel to the clamor, the Department of State Services alerted the nation to a plot by unnamed politicians to scuttle the transition and install an interim government. The secret police said it was monitoring the plotters and warned them against fomenting any crisis in the country. The federal government has warned that it is treason for the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Obi, to incite people to violence over the outcome of the February 25 presidential elections. The Minister of Information and Culture, Lai Mohammed, said this in Washington, D.C. during his official engagement with international media organizations. During one of the interactions, the minister said it was wrong for Obi to seek redress in court over the outcome of the polls and in another breath incite people to violence. Mohammed said Obi and his vice, Dati Ahmed, cannot be threatening Nigerians that if the president-elect Bola Tinubu of APC is sworn in on May 29, it will be the end of democracy in Nigeria. He said Obi's statement is that of a desperate person and that he is not the Democrat that he claimed to be. The Nigerian National Petroleum Company, NNPC Limited, is denied paying 20 billion naira to ghost consultants. The NNPC Limited made a denial in a statement by the Chief Corporate Communications Officer of the company, Garbaddin Mohammed. The NNPCL was reacting to reports alleging that the company paid the sum of 20 billion naira to ghost consultants and was involved in a theft of multi-billion naira tax due to the Ogun State government. In a statement, NNPCL says as a responsible corporate organization, it does not have or deal with ghost consultants. The statement adds that the process of engaging consultants whenever the need arises is clear and is verifiable and follows global best practices. The All Progressives Congress in Delta State has been divided over the expulsion of the Deputy President of the Senate, Ovie Omoagege, from the party over alleged anti-party activities. The Olebo Isaac-led Delta APC Executive Committee announced Omoagege's expulsion in a letter dated March 31, 2023, obtained by newsmen on Monday. Omoagege, the governorship candidate of the APC in Delta State, lost to the candidate of the People's Democratic Party, Sheriff Obovoroi, in the March 18 governorship poll. The expulsion letter signed by Isaac says the decision was taken by the Delta APC Executive Committee at a meeting held on March 31, 2023 at the State Secretariat in Asaba. But in a twist, the Omeni Sabotier-led leadership of the APC in the state has described those behind Omoagegi's expulsion as rabble-rousing imposters. You're listening to the News at 3 on 88.9 FM Akure, transmitting from Ilaramoki. After the break, gunmen kidnapped 10 students in Kaduna. Please stay tuned.
Warm greetings from Achievers University, Owo, a private university with distinction.
Denki kebulo, denki wire, denki. Now so the only thing with denki sabi na wire and cable. Of the company where they manufacture wire and cable for Nigeria, denki na number one. No wonder we electrical contractors they recommend denki wire and cable. Now den choice denki. Now Gunke member of Cable Manufacturers Association of Nigeria with a government endorsement plus including Boku Award with them carry. My friend, if you they talk wire and cable, they talk denki for surface cable, control cables, armor cable. If you na overhead conductor, single core cable plus including multiple core cable. Na denki they do quality and reliable. Then factory address na Olufo area, kilometer 1, Akura Ife Expressway, Akure, Ondo State. Telephone 091-6385-5995. Website na www.denkiwire.com.
The news on Adaba 88.9 FM.
Thank you for being there for news updates and live streaming. Visit our website www.adaba889.fm or download Adaba FM app on Google Play Store. You can be part of us on our social media platforms www.facebook.com/Adaba FM 8.9 on Facebook, at Adaba 889 FM on Instagram, and Adaba FM TV on YouTube. You can provide us information via email newsroom@adaba889.fm. Now to rest of the bulletin. Diolu Amoroti Fagoroyo family of Obaile wants Governor Rotimi Akeredolu to intervene in the crisis surrounding the installation of Olu of Ashio community by the Oloba of Obaile, Oba Joseph Agumbiade. Their request is predicated on the claim that the installed chief Abayomi Faloye was nominated by the Sao of Obaile, who is not from the community, so is not qualified to nominate a chief for them. The Sao of Obaile Chief Tunde Faloye had dragged the Fagoroyo family to court in a bid to claim the Ashio land, but he lost at both the High Court and the Appeal Court. A statement by the Oluwamoroti Fagoroyo family says both the Sao and Abayomi Faloye are not from Ashio community. The statement adds that their plea to the Oloba of Obaile to not install Abayomi Faloye fell on deaf ears. The Oluwamoroti Fagoroyo is calling on the Ondo State government to intervene in the matter before it degenerates into further crisis. Phone calls made to Oloba of Obaile were not answered. The Chairman, Education Endowment Fund in Ondo State, Mr. Akifenwa Akinshola, has charged stakeholders in the education sector not to relent in giving their voice when needed. Akifenwa, who spoke during a press conference organized by the Ondo State Board of Internal Revenue, called for collaborative effort in attaining desired goals. The Commissioner for Education in the state, Femi Agagu, said the purpose for the establishment of the fund is to raise revenue for the education sector. Agagu said the funds from well-to-do Ondo indigents within and outside will be used as speculated and that it is voluntary.
We have a lot of revenue items on internal, and then that's it. The bishop normally you click the amount 1,000 naira, and then you proceed to pay. And then that's it. And you pay 1,000 naira from your house. No additional expense. You're not going anywhere. You can do it at your convenience. In fact, you can even do it 500 naira today, 500 naira tomorrow, or 500 naira this month, 400 naira next month.
Education Commissioner said the funding of education must be a collective responsibility, hence the establishment of the Endowment Fund Scheme. Distinguished sons and daughters of Ondo State, both from the private and public sector, are part of the fund scheme. The chairman of the Ondo State Board of Internal Revenue, Tolu Adegbie, said a code has been created to donate funds through simplest means online.
Best of my understanding, it's not it's voluntary. We expect, we assume that Ondo State citizens are responsible citizens, and Ondo State, the biggest industry in Ondo State is education. We are all members of education, and this money is specifically for education. So we expect that people, taxable adults in the state, will willingly pay this sum. And this is not different from development level. It's something like development level. So the way
he urged all Ondo State residents and well-to-do indigents to be part of the process. Pupils of St. Louis Nursery and Primary School, Ikere-Ekiti, Ekiti State, accompanied by their teachers, were on an excursion to the FM station in Ilaramoki, Ondo State. The pupil toured around the radio station with staff member. Reverend Sister Rose Stephen Yero, who led the pupils, said the visit will make them make a choice for their career path.
Sister Rose Stephen Yero, a sister of St. Louis. We came to learn about the happenings in the country. Radio station is a place where people listen to what is happening in the world, and that is why the pupils are here to experience and see for themselves what they used to hear in the radio at home. We bringing them here is for them to also learn whether they really want to make this as a future career for themselves, because vocation is what somebody wants to be in the future. So for them coming here is for them to see to themselves and also know whether this will help them in the future or choose this as a career in their life.
The head girl of St. Louis Nursery and Primary School, Adekola Iyanolua, spoke about her experience in Adaba FM.
My name is Adekola Iyanolua Mirabel. I am Primary 6. As the head girl of my school, I'm here in Adaba FM. I learned that you use a television for news, and you know what is happening, and so that you'll be able to pass the information to the people. I also learned the max, the transmitter all, which is the powerhouse, which help in passing the information, and you can also listen to it from other country through the internet, which is the internet networking. Once again, thank you.
Also, the head boy of the school, Forward Justin, said he gained information about how radio station is being operated.
Justin, and I came from the school called St. Louis Nursery and Primary School, Ikere-Ekiti, Ekiti State. What I gained from coming to the radio station, that I gained that some information about the transmitting studio, live studio, and recording studio. Thank you.
Answers were provided for the various questions by the pupils. No fewer than 50 houses have been reportedly destroyed by suspected hoodlums in fresh communal clash in Ebonyi State. The incident, which took place at Idiefi Ishieke village in Ebonyi local government area, threw many innocent members of the community into deep grief and panic. It was gathered that the hoodlums went into compounds situated within a communal land, shot some villagers and destroyed their buildings. Reports say 11 persons were injured and 300 households displaced in the affected community. Confirming the incident, an indigene of Idiefe Ishieke village, Dr. Nwoba Benjamin, alleged that the cause of the incident was because the family of Okuku Ede of Igbojima kindred were laying claim to a communal land. When contacted, the police public relations officer in the state, Onome, said the command was yet to receive an official report on the matter. The Kaduna State government says it has received preliminary report from security agencies on the kidnapping of about 10 students in the Kachia local government area. The State Commissioner, Ministry of Internal Security and Home Affairs, Samuel Aruwan, disclosed this in a statement on Tuesday. He noted that the preliminary report revealed that the students of government secondary school were kidnapped on Monday. As at the time of this report, the exact location of incident was yet to be ascertained, but detailed reports being awaited will clarify whether the incident occurred within the school premises or elsewhere. The statement adds that the government will issue a public statement accordingly when this report is received. Meanwhile, in a related development, security operatives in Kaduna have arrested 3 suspects in connection with the killing of 2 people in Sabongari, Nasarawa, and Chikun local government area of the state. Captain of Nigeria's senior female cricket team, Blessing Etim, has been named the best fielder of the just concluded Nigeria Cricket Federation Women's T201 tournament in Lagos. Nigeria emerged champions of the tourney on Sunday after beating 2022 winners Rwanda by 9 runs in a frantic final at the Tafawa Balewa Cricket Oval on Sunday. Etim made 4 appearances for Nigeria, including an inspiring batting performance in the final against Rwanda, having been rested against the same team on match day 5. In the 4 games Etim featured, Nigeria conceded an average of 68 runs. To end at the news at 3, Eric up over top stories. The federal government has warned that it is treason for the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Obi, to incite people to violence over the outcome of the February 25 presidential elections. The All Progressives Congress in Delta State has been divided over the expulsion of the Deputy President of the Senate, Ovie Omagege, from the party over alleged anti-party activities. I told that the Kaduna State government says it has received preliminary report from security agencies on the kidnapping of about 10 students in Kachia local government area. That's at about news at 3, as edited by Sunday Ajiboye Olajumoke on Motor Show, saying good afternoon and thanks for listening.